So the next thing to look at in your sequence timeline here is the way that you can deal with some of these tracks. I'm going to move this up just a little bit if I can. So it did move up, it's just sluggish with this. And you'll see that we have 3 video tracks, video 1, 2, and 3. And we have right now 4 different audio tracks. Now typically audio tracks and video tracks go together. Like I would tell you, best way to keep track of it is video 1 goes with audio 1, video 2 goes with audio 2, video 3, audio 3. Typically, that's not the way it always goes, but it's just something to be aware of. Now, when it comes to these audio timelines that you have here, you'll notice that each video and audio timeline has a bunch of different buttons you can click on, such as an eyeball to show it, or with audio you have the little speaker, and that is to be able to turn on and off that audio, so it either is there or not. The next icon over is signal, what is this? The sync lock, which I think allows you to unlock your audio from your video possibly. I don't know, that's a new feature. And the next thing over is lock. And lock locks that timeline so you can't move it. If you've locked a timeline, note that you can accidentally move audio away from your video. You'll notice that this audio says plus 27, which means that I've moved that audio 27 frames away in a positive direction, away from its original location where it was synced. So that's something that's very important to realize, is that you can change your syncing of your audio and video, but one way to do it is to lock it. If I move this back and have it snap, you'll see that goes away. Another way to do it is to right-click on the footage, choose Unlink, and then you have the ability to move this. Be aware that when it's unlinked, it's not showing you how those things are going to be synced. It doesn't show you that I've moved it 27 frames away from its original location. So you do want to be very much aware of that, about whether or not it was linked or not. Right now, I guess I don't even have the ability to resynchronize things. Maybe I have to select both at a time or something. Then I can synchronize. I don't know how. Never done that. So just be aware that if you break the link between the two, then you're kind of on your own about making sure that they're synced. Now, other ways that you can navigate this timeline, you've got a scale tool here to zoom in and out. You can also use keyboard shortcuts, I believe. I'm using the mouse wheel and the Control-Alt keys together, and I can zoom in and out. So lots of ways for you to interactively move around on that timeline. Now, if you need to add other things to your timeline, at the top you'll see that you have snap, you have set encore chapter markers for DVDs, and then you have unnumbered markers that allow you to make little notes of what I've got at a certain place. I can make a little marker right there so it can help me keep track of what's going on. You can also add tracks. Let's see, if I right click over here, yeah, right click and you'll see you can add tracks, and so you can add as many video tracks and audio tracks as you want. And that's pretty easy to use. Now, one last thing that I do want to show you is the fact that you can have multiple sequences. This will be something that we will be dealing with later on, but it just seems as though I'd located a new feature in here I thought was kind of cool, and that is if you right-click on these, select them, right-click, you see this nest. I believe that that is creating a new nested sequence, and that's exactly what it does. And what I've done is I've moved those footage items into a different sequence together, and then those footage items are being used as one item on this current sequence. And that's a really cool new feature, and we'll get into that later as well.